I like somebody who knows how to burn a place down as he leaves. I actually wasn't planning to do more than 2 episodes today, but I'm going to do a third, mainly because I promised to do Peggy and Pete predictions, and I don't want to forget to do that. So, what's the end game for Pete? I think we're already seeing it. I think probably what would be interesting is if he ends up owning an agency, his own agency, and he hires Don as the lowest man on the totem pole. That would be interesting. More likely, though, they'd probably go into business together. But I think Pete will be successful in business and unsuccessful in his personal life. Although, it wouldn't shock me if they kill Pete off. They were doing something with him and that gun early on. Like every season, he'd bring that rifle out a couple times a season. I wonder if they were originally planning to kill him off at some point early on. And maybe they were going to give him the Lane storyline where he kills himself, and they ended up doing that with Lane just because they like the actor so much. It's possible. Who does? The actor is amazing. But I could, like I've never been able to figure out what the hell Pete wants. What does he want? I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. Like he's never made any sense. Nothing ever seems to keep him happy for very long. But I think what he really wants, ultimately, we can answer that question by saying he wants to be able to call all the shots. What he says goes all the time, which means he should be the head of his own agency. So that's his end game. Shitty personal life, but his business life, he'll finally be fucking happy after 7 seasons. He'll be running his own business. He's got a lot of clients. He can definitely pull that off. He's a good salesman. He's not a good manager of people, but I feel like if he's calling the shots, he could probably get a couple of competent people around him to basically manage people. And he won't be like screaming at everybody if he gets his way all the time, right? So, there's that. What's Peggy's end game? What does she want? I think she seems like she wants to be married. But that's been a fucking train wreck the entire series. Like, finally, this season, they've given that storyline a rest. They've stopped pairing her up with idiots, right? So, I don't think that's going to go anywhere either. Like, I'm predicting the main 3 characters, none of them are happy in their personal lives. That just seems to be the way the story's going. I think one of the 3 probably will be, though. So, I think maybe they'll pull a swerve on us. Now, I think, as I talked about this out loud, they're going to pull a swerve on us. I was going to say she'd be very happy in business because she's so ambitious. But what if, after breaking through a couple glass ceilings, she decides she's never going to be happy in advertising and she goes and does something else? And then she gets married. Wouldn't that be interesting? Maybe she'll be the first politician. Maybe she'll go into politics. They kind of foreshadowed that with Betty, but Betty doesn't know what the hell she wants. So, I can see that. But, yeah, I think they're going to pull a swerve on us. I think like she'll be happy in her personal life and she'll quit the business. The show end with her quitting the business. Like, she's done. Fuck this. She's never really been happy in business. She's too ambitious. She's never going to get to a place where she calls all the shots. She's very similar to Pete in that way. She's only going to be happy when she's calling all the shots, and that's never going to happen for a woman in 1969. So, I think they're going to pull a swerve on us. Interesting. Sally's in game. I just, she's gonna be too young. We won't really know. She won't know what the hell she's doing. I think she'll be in a good place for the dead. So I don't care about Betty or her storyline or what her end game is. So she's been boring since season 3, I think. Once the actress took the maternity break, she might as well just stayed away. Like, it's just they're not doing anything new with her. They're doing new things with Don. He gets married again. He's not going to just be a flannery, and he's actually faithful to his wife for a while. Then he starts cheating on his new wife. That's new. And then he loses his place in his business. They're always doing something new with Don. There's always a different new experience. Betty's unhappy with her husband in season 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Is that interesting? I don't think so. So, that's why she's boring. The actress is phenomenal. Again, I feel like I need to say this every now and then because like the actors do really personify the roles. That like they take ownership of the roles. They feel protective of their characters. Not that any actor who's ever been on any show I watch will ever see any of my reactions. But if they did, I would hope they'd understand always talking about the characters. Every now and then I may try to hurt the writer's feelings. I'm never trying to, unless it's a really bad. They're really bad at the job of acting. Like I guess in this very series, I've at least taken a shot at one actress who probably would be offended. But I calls them as I sees them. But for the most part, you're not going to be that bad and be on a show of this quality, right? So yeah, that's pretty much the rest of my predictions, and I'll adjust as needed. But I think that's the end game that we're looking for here. And we just saw Rosenberg. I think his name is Rosenberg. I'll feel bad if that's not his name. But we just saw his end game. Fascinating character arc. Fascinating. They've been setting this up. He's been having these rants, and he's been getting progressively more crazy all along. We just thought he was funny. And it turns out he's just nuts. That's a swerve too, right? Like, who saw that coming? Because, you get these roles within these units, like a business unit or a family unit or a social circle. You're the funny guy. I've typically been the funny guy. Doesn't matter what I'm going through in my life, how bad things are, I'm the funny guy. The people go to me for laughs. They don't want to hear anything like super personal or super emotional or super traumatic from me, right? So 5 minutes into doing reactions, I was talking about my childhood abuse. There are people who worked with me for 10 years never knew I was abused because I didn't go there, because that's not my role, especially when you're a boss. You just don't do that. But he had his role. And typically, people don't look too closely at the funny guy. They may look closely at the junkie, or the boss, or the emotional basket case, or what are some other roles? The problem solver, the peacemaker. Those people tend to get their day in the limelight, and people pay attention to their personal lives because they're kind of out there with it. The comedian, the jester, the court jester, he's the one person in a unit. Nobody ever examines their life because they're always making jokes. They're never serious. And they could be the ones who are doing the worst. And you never know. Or, if, like in this case, you're going crazy, they think it's just a comedy routine. That was what's so beautiful about this. For weeks, episodes on episodes, for probably spanning back at least 2 seasons. I think that's all he's been on the show, but spanning back quite a distance. He would have these funny rants, and we always wrote it off as that's the comedy relief. When it was probably signs for years. He was showing signs of schizophrenia or whatever the fuck's going on. Probably schizophrenia. And I laughed along with everybody else and never took him seriously. That's just great character work right there. That's beautiful writing. Oh, great.
I'm sorry to bother you, but we're the people who paid for your meal. Your food while it's still piping hot. I do have a...
Oh, shit. Why do you have a car?
I'll give you the $3.10 back. I have to beat my husband home.
I would be happy if you were late, but had another $10.
Good evening, ma'am.
This is how they get you.
What's your name, little...
What's your favorite thing about Burger Chef? The taste or the price?
It's near my house.
Oh, shit. They're doing market research. I get it. Why did I think this was a homeless shelter? Is it because the woman looked so rough? I thought this was a homeless shelter. I really did. So I thought she was I thought she was running, doing charity work for a soup kitchen or something. My mind was in such a different place than what I thought than what is actually happening. What I thought was happening versus what is actually happening. They're doing market research. Jesus, I don't wow. Sometimes you can have a preconception. I've noticed this in my life as well, is doing reactions. You can have a preconception of what you think is happening in a conversation or a situation, and it can't be shaken from until somebody literally bangs you over the head. Wait a minute, man. One time, I thought an actress was pitching me a story idea, right? And she was actually asking me to invest in her film. So I thought she was pitching me an idea for me to write a script for her. And actually, she was pitching me an idea so I could invest in her film. And it was 20 minutes before I realized what the hell was happening. It was just... Sometimes your brain gets stuck in park. I think I'm going to start over. And, now that I know what the hell's going on. The fuck you want?
I have to beat my husband home.
Would your husband be happy if you were late, but had another...
Yeah, I like this approach. My first clue should have been the fact that she,
Good evening, ma'am. What's your name, little girl?
I think the fact she said, I paid for your meal is what threw me.
What's your favorite thing about Burger Chef? The taste or the price?
It's near my house.
Well, zing. It's convenient. They have a lot of convenient locations.
Does your husband ever pick it up?
It's bad enough that I'm not making dinner.
Oh, shit.
Is that all?
Damn, she really is in a hurry, man. Fucking hell. Here's your fucking $10. Goddamn.
Back soon.
I guess what you can get out of this is there's so many locations, it's always convenient.
Two more families and Chinese for us.
Yeah, we're not eating at this fucking place. Look at Pete. I do like his new slam piece.
listing. It's Sybil's apartment.
They were born for each other.
I can afford a hotel.
It's 7 nights.
Dude, I'm rich.
Let me at least pay for the theater tickets.
Oh, shit.
And for free.
Well, I'm going to buy you a pair of loafers on Fifth.
I'm spending money on you, motherfucker.
All day. And screwing all night.
Damn. There's a family behind you, you fucking asshole.
Wanna do that?
I sure would like to meet Tammy. I picked out her Barbie.
Oh, shit.
Confuse her, baby.
Oh, shit.
She's probably more confused that her parents aren't actually divorced.
Yeah,
So that's something that bothers you.
Of course it bothers me.
Yeah, I'm just your side piece. Damn. There's a family behind you.
I've always wanted to do that.
Mile High Club. Idiots. I've never saw the appeal. Those bathrooms are tiny, and I'm a big man, so they're not big people, so I guess that's the appeal. Jesus, dude. You can take 2 trips. Hey, multitasking like a motherfucker. Men don't take 2 trips. Ah, yes, sir. Miserable cunt of a mother. It's been a while.
I'll have a roll at the office.
Well, you're disappearing.
Every time you say something like that, I go off my diet.
Damn, man, we were watching
Yeah,
that shit.
today.
So as revenge, you got to get up and go over there and turn it back on.
I hope I'm not interrupting.
Meow.
It's Bonnie. You just walk in here.
Meredith. She's gonna fuck you up.
Want me to come and get you in 5 minutes?
Yeah.
Are we all?
Yeah. She's the fucking best, man. I like that wink. I got so caught up in the predictions, I forgot this is the 6th episode of season 7. I was spoiled on one thing. This is apparently Cooper's last episode. When the actor who played Cooper, Robert Morris, I think his name is, when he died, people were showing a bunch of clips, and he was having a conversation with Don. And obviously, I wouldn't listen to it, but I would see these clips and tweets, like, just repeatedly. All fucking day. They were showing the same clip, right? It's about a 2-minute clip. They were standing in the lobby. You could see the stairs. Like, maybe one of them was going up the stairs and one of them was on the lower floor. I can't remember exactly. I tried not to pay too much attention, but I just kept seeing it, right? Everybody kept saying, this is the last scene, and they were saying episode 6, season 7. So, I don't know if the character dies this episode, or if they just don't bring him back, or maybe this is the episode Don leaves the building, like he leaves the business, and there's just no reason to see, like, most of the partners again. You know, I don't know what the circumstances are, but I know that this is... Now, people could be wrong. I doubt it, but, you know, it could be wrong. Well, I just wanted to mention beforehand, like, anytime I'm spoiled on something, I like to just be upfront about it. So I'm not, like, making predictions trying to look like a genius when I'm not. Yeah, so, but yeah, like, I almost forgot, because that was originally going to be my intro, but then I got the idea to do the intro I did. So,
Good to see you.
Yeah.
I like what you've done with the place.
yeah, I don't.
Pete says it's 2,000 square feet.
God damn.
Peggy's gonna be leading us through the work, as it were. I assume you're attending. Burger show? You're on the team. I'd like you to be there.
Yeah. Look at this shot caller
I
making
guess
things
this
happen.
is my cue.
Alone. Walk me to the conference room.
Just make sure everyone's seen you.
Because she is super hot, right?
Ta-ta.
No, I'm out of here. I'm not your arm candy, motherfucker. He's got a winner
Is
there.
this the billboard?
How's life treating you?
In New York, I'm in love.
Me as well.
He should have been out in L.A.
Did you need something, Don?
I've asked Don to join us.
Yeah, so sit your ass down.
I didn't know you wanted the team. Should we get Mathis as well?
Denied.
No, Don's plenty.
Yeah. Sit your
Well,
ass down, too.
instrumental.
They're salty as fuck. That's right. Pete's calling shots.
Feel guilty. They don't eat at the restaurant because
Good
of what...
point.
We need to address how to give homemakers permission.
Well, who
Yeah.
gives mom?
Wearing a football helmet in the back. Push in to a close-up as we hear
Pete's loving this.
the things on her mind.
Was this Don's idea?
Let's see.
I'm not sure if I'm happy yet.
Boy says, I'm starving. Mom says,
You better go to Burger Chef. I wonder if Burger Chef is a real place. A lot of these fast food joints, they went out of business in the 70s, right? Or
handsome man
Merger.
comes out, holding a bag. Next time, let me get dinner. You take down the storm windows.
This
Cut to them at the kitchen table, camera moving from
sounds
face
complicated.
to smiling face. They're
I
laughing.
see the kid with the football
Mom
helmet.
looks around.
Nice drawing.
Very nice. I think
But that's it.
it's nice to see family happiness again.
Thank you.
What do you think?
That's right. What do you think, Don? Be supportive.
Surprising the family. It's right on strategy. It's exactly what they wanted.
Oh shit! I was wondering, were we suddenly in a Russian mafia movie? They love Russian mafia loves meeting in these places. In case you're wondering.